I've made over $11 million selling thousands of digital products every single month. And I'm telling you, do not try to sell your digital products on Etsy. Now, I have no dog in this fight. I have a really successful business doing this. I do it full time. I've done it for a very long time. This is just my opinion, but you can do what you want, obviously. I just want to at least give you the information because there's a ton of YouTube videos out here on why you should sell your digital products on Etsy and why it's the best thing. And I think it's all a load of like crock. I don't think these people are making anywhere near what they say they're making on Etsy. As someone that actually does do this, I just want you to at least have a different opinion as someone that, not to toot my own horn, but I do like to consider myself an expert in this field. And so I just want to like give you some education, give you some things to think about. And then at the end of the day, you're the captain of your ship. You can decide to do whatever you want to do. And if you want to sell your products on Etsy, amazing. But at least you'll have made that decision from an educated standpoint. So first and foremost, and I'm reading off my notes here if you see me looking down, I actually really understand why it might be tempting to use Etsy. The reason is that Etsy gives the illusion of instant sales, right? Like, oh, you list your product, there's already traffic on Etsy, they'll do all the marketing for you, they'll do all the selling for you. You just have to list your product, which is appealing when you're just getting started and you don't really know what you're doing. And so it's very appealing to think, okay, I'm going to put my product up there and then I'm going to leverage Etsy's traffic. It's going to make it really easy. So I do really get the appeal. But I think that I think that if it seems easy, it's just not the case. Like there's a catch. And the catch is, yeah, you list your product. Yeah, that part's really easy. That part's pretty straightforward. The catch is you are in the most saturated space ever. You're competing with everybody. And yeah, your products were listed fairly simply, but just like it's just as simple to list, everyone's doing it. And so you're not getting any sales. One of my mentors who went on to become very successful, he said, Maria, if something is slow to build, it's slow to break. And basically what that means is the harder it is, no one's doing it. So if you can do it, you're going to stand out. And that is absolutely my experience. I have literally become a millionaire by selling digital products, granted, over a 13-year period. So it certainly wasn't overnight. For the record, I made $63 in my first year of business. So I had no idea what I was doing. But as someone that has literally had my life changed by selling digital products, and by the way, income claim wise, because it's YouTube, like I always get people being like, you didn't make that, blah, 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 like freak the fuck out about me and my income claims. If you go to my website, you can see my literal tax returns. You can see how much I paid in income taxes, what I took home. You can see all of my numbers. I paid $1 million in taxes last year alone. And you can go see that. I release my tax returns every year because if you think you're the first person that's ever questioned me on my income claims, you're sorely mistaken. So go to my website, read my income. If you don't believe me, go see how much I paid in fucking taxes and then come back to me. All of that to say, here is why I would never sell my products on Etsy. There's 5 main reasons why I would personally never sell my products on Etsy. I do not think it is a good use of your time. And then I'll tell you kind of like what to do next, right? Because I'm going to blow up your Etsy dreams, but then I'm going to provide a solution. Number 1, Etsy owns the customer relationship. You do not get access to buyer emails or customer data. Etsy owns it. In a low-ticket digital product business, you make your profits by selling to the same customers over and over and over and over again. You will not make money on the first sale typically. You need that customer to come back. I mean, you'll make a little bit of money, right? But it's a $20 product. You're not going to make that much money on it. You make money in the repeat customers and people buying from you over and over and over again. With Etsy, you can't fucking do that. 2, it's a highly competitive marketplace. So like I said earlier, you're competing against thousands of other listings, often on price. So if you're trying to sell budget spreadsheets or you're trying to sell wedding invitations on Etsy, so is everyone else. And the thing that separates you, you don't have a brand, you don't have a personal audience, you don't have even the ability to change the way your checkout page looks. And so your competition becomes then on price. And so that's just a race to the bottom. And you're already in a low ticket world. The race to the bottom takes 3 steps because we're all out here charging $5 for our products. So it's a competitive marketplace with not many ways to compete. 3, the fees stack up. That's the other thing. Etsy has listing fees, transaction fees, processing fees, and it adds up and eats into your margin fast. And as someone that has done this for a very long time, a low ticket business, that's another way of saying digital products, where you're selling things that are less than $100, less than $1,000, that's a game of margins. And so and your margins you have to be mindful of your margins when you're selling something for $20, when you're selling something for $30. And when you're paying listing fees and transaction fees and processing fees, and let's be real, people sometimes often boost their posts so that they're higher up on Etsy, you might make a $27 sale and end up with like $3 when it's all said and done. The bad use of your time. Number 4, there's no funnel and there's no upsell strategy, right? So you can't run upsells, order bumps, or even direct people to another product post-purchase. And again, like I talk about on this YouTube channel all the time, you make your money in things like upsells and order bumps in your profit specifically. So in case you don't know, an upsell would be like when you go to McDonald's and they're like, would you like to make that a large? That's an upsell. An order bump is like, would you like to add fries with that, right? Or that's also called like a cross sell where you're like, hey, would you like to add fries to that? That is how you make your money, not from the initial product, but it's all the other products you can offer to the customers. And you know where you can't do that? Freaking Etsy. 5, think about your business from a risk perspective. You immediately create platform dependency with Etsy. Etsy has rules. They have algorithm changes. They have policies. You do not own your business. They can choose to shut you down or hide your listings at any time. So why you would put effort into selling on Etsy is beyond me. So I think that Etsy is more work and more risk with less money. It's a bad decision. And for the record, I love that you want to get into the digital product space. I think it's amazing that you want to sell digital products. It completely changed my life. I'm a single mom and I'm home with my baby all the time because I sell digital products. All I have to do is create the product and get it set up and then it's done. That's the amazing part about digital products. But let's position you so you're actually going to make a lot of money on it. So obviously your next question is, okay, Maria, well, my freaking plan was to sell digital products on Etsy. What am I supposed to do now? In this next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a $5 digital product and then scale it using the way I do it to $1,000 a day. I'll see you there. Go watch that next.